Hey, sellers, come here. Come here. Sit down! You're done! You had a nice run. It's been a nice few years, but guess what? It is now officially a buyer's market. So all of the prices have to be adjusted. I'm gonna show you exactly how to come up with the perfect offer price in this new market. Check this out. Hey, my beautiful wholesalers, it is Brent Daniels, Mr. TTP, Mr. Talk to People, and the market has shifted, so let's make some adjustments to our max allowable offer, the MAO. If this is your first time hearing it, don't get caught up in all of the different acronyms. Let's just use plain language here, okay? The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a really quick and easy way to come up with an offer price. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna get you in the ballpark, and I think that that's what's really important, because we know that as we're getting started in this business, the toughest part, the biggest challenge and hurdle that we face is this a deal or no deal? Is the property owner that I'm speaking with, are they actually like really motivated to sell this property, and is a price that I can actually sell it out there to my cash buyers? All right, so the first thing that I want you to do is this. I want you to Google the address of the property that you're talking to, the lead that you have. Now remember, don't do any research on any properties until you talk to the property owner. I don't want you to be busy, I want you to be productive. Okay, and if you haven't had a conversation and know that that property owner actually wants to sell that property, then it's not a lead. A lead is somebody that has made the decision that they're going to sell their property. Okay, that's as simple as it gets. Do not miss this rule. All right, don't just go out there and do a ton of research. Trust me, this is coming from personal experience. That's all I'd love to do. I'd love looking at all the rundown houses on the street and do all the research and find out who owns them and find out how long they own them and see how much their mortgage is. And then by the time I got around to actually talking to them, they never wanted to sell the property, and I just wasted so much time. I would rather you be on this beautiful device right here, talking to multiple property owners every single day and being productive, not busy. Okay? So after you have a conversation with the property owner and you've got the address and you know that they want to sell it, you know, you're pre-qualifying those property owners, right? You're pre-qualifying them based on the condition of the property, their timeline to sell that property, their motivation to sell that property, and their price. Now remember, the price is the tricky one, right? That's the one that we're not really sure if they're gonna like show their cards right away, and oftentimes they don't. So this is where the nerves start creeping up. This is where we start going, I don't want to offend them, and I don't want to make them feel like it's a low ball. I'm having a really good conversation with them. Stop it. Remember, who determines value in real estate? Who determines value in really any kind of transaction is always a ready, willing, and able buyer. So go with certainty, go with confidence, and go with likability when you give your offers to the seller, okay? So don't worry about all these emotions, all these hallucinations that are going through your head when you're trying to come up with an offer price and you're like, I don't know if I want to tell them this. Do it. You are powerful, you are incredible, you are going to be the best real estate investor of all time. Okay? But it starts with this. It starts with being strong at giving our offers to property owners. So you Google the address, you pull it up. I want you to look at Zillow, I want you to look at Redfin, and I want you to look at Realtor.com. All of them are going to give you estimates on what they think that property, when it's fixed up, is going to go for. I want you to add all of those up and divide by 3. I want you to get the average number of those 3 numbers. Okay? Now you've got that average number right there. Now just plug it into this equation. If it's above 250,000, I want you to offer 50%. 50% for real. All right? If it's between 249,999 and 100,000, I want you to offer 35%. And if it's under 100,000, I want you to offer 15%. All right, that's a very simple way to kind of get an idea if they're going to be close on the price. And remember, we're talking about ugly houses here. We're talking about properties that need significant rehab. We're not talking about beautiful houses that should be put on the market. We're talking about the 6 to 10% statistically nationwide that are in distress at all moments in our country, right? There's 6 to 10% distressed property owners at all times. That's who we're serving. That's who we go and have these quality conversations with. It's not everybody else that should sell their property retail, all right? That's why we're offering those prices, because it takes into account the amount of investment that somebody's gonna have to put in to these properties to get the top value of these houses. That's the quick and easy way to come up with your max allowable offer, or what your offer price should be for that property. Now, let's go to the board and I'll show you how to get a little bit more technical. All right, now let's really break it down and get into the nitty-gritty of the numbers. If you really want to get down to the dollar of what you should offer on these properties, this is the equation that I want you to use. Okay, first, figure out what the ARV is. What's the fixed up value? Basically, if this property was in perfect brand new condition, what will it sell for? And don't go down and try to be perfect at this. Don't get paralysis by analysis. Just look at what the best house in that neighborhood sold for and use that as your comparable, okay? Also, there is a tremendous amount of comping videos on this channel right here, okay? Next, you're gonna multiply that by 70%. All right, times it by 70%, because that's gonna take into account the 25% profit that the investors are gonna be looking for now, and about 5% in closing costs that they can expect. So 25 plus 5 is 30. We're gonna take that right off the top, 30% right off the top. Now let's talk about repair costs. This is the quicksand of this whole equation, okay? Because we want to know down to the dollar how much it's going to cost to rehab a house, so that you know exactly what price you can offer, right? And I remember when I was getting started, I went to every bookstore and every library, and I was looking at all these construction books, and I was looking it up online, you know, what different things cost. Don't do that. I'm telling you right now, don't do that. We go out and we find the best deals. Let the people that actually do the rehab come up with the cost, but this is gonna get you really close. Use this chart based on the size of the house, the square footage of the house, and based on the condition of the property. Really, there's three main conditions. There's an easy condition, which is just kind of cosmetic, carpet, paint, appliances, right? The next one is, this needs some work, right? You need to, maybe move a couple walls. You need to do the bathrooms and the kitchen. You need to repair the roof a little bit. And then there's, wow, this is bad. This is one of those where you like walk in and you walk out and you smell like the house and you were in there for like 30 seconds. This is one of those that you don't wear open-toed shoes. This is one of those that has they've smoked like 100,000 cigarettes inside this house, right? Wow, this is bad. You really need to have a good budget to repair these, because they're in really rough shape. Okay, but use this chart. It can be an estimate for you, and it's updated and it's ready to go. So just use this chart. You get the comparables, you find the beautiful house, you minus 30% right off the top. You use this chart to get it all the way down to what somebody will pay for at a wholesale price. That's where you want to be, the wholesale price. This is what you can sell this property to your cash buyers. From there, how much do you want to make? How much do you want to make? Do you want to make $10,000 a deal? Do you want to make $15,000 a deal? Is it $50,000 a deal? What do you want to make? Right now, the average is $15,000. So if you plug $15,000 into here, you now have your max allowable offer. And this is really getting all the way down to what you can offer that property owner, right? That's what we're really trying to come up with right here. All right? Now go out there. Go have some quality conversations with distressed property owners. That's how this all starts. And go and negotiate and let them understand that this is the price that makes sense to you, and you will win. You're amazing. I love you.